up, everybody? Jesse James is here. I got Isaiah over here on waving, and I got Jody with the epic beard. And I am off camera because it's a crowded space and you don't want to see my ugly mug, because I'm joined here today with obviously Jody and Isaiah, and they are in the band Bled to Submission, here doing an interview with us today. So thank you guys for joining us. Yeah, absolutely. And for those people out there watching this that have never heard of Bled to Submission, you guys are from Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, and you are kind of along the sludgy doom noise, just
a little bit of power violence, a little bit of black metal,
yeah, a little grinding,
a little bit of a lot of stuff,
all kinds of nastiness. So before we get into some of the nitty-gritty of things, just give us a bit of a background of Bled to Submission. How was the band formed? Who formed the band? All the fun stuff like that.
Well, funny enough, me and Isaiah are actually the only founding members from the beginning.
I wasn't doing anything, and I decided, hey, I'm going to start a band, and started talking to a few people, and I went to a memorial show for a friend of ours, Ian, and guys in Wormreich.
Wormreich, yeah. This a couple years ago, really bad.
2.5 years ago.
15, I believe it was.
Yeah.
We're at a memorial show, and I was talking to some people, just trying to get some interest in, and Jody overheard me talking to someone.
I overheard the word Indian, which is one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
I was like, did someone say Indian? And
that's all she wrote. She kind of went from there. So.
Kind of went from there. A couple lineup changes.
Yeah, a few people came in and went.
We were a 6-piece at one point.
Yeah, that was.
We were thought about being a 7-piece at one point.
Yeah, it was a little insane. And we decided.
What was the lineup like as a 6-piece? Like, you got drums. You play.
So
I was just synth and backing vocals.
Yeah. So we were gonna have 2 guitars, bass, synth, drums, and a separate vocalist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the original idea, and we did a single show like that.
No, we did that as a 5-piece.
Oh yeah, that's right. We never did a 6.
Never did a 6-piece show live.
We kind of went to and tried to record a demo under that lineup, and I think once we got in the studio, we kind of realized that we were all kind of going different directions, kind of mentally.
Everything was just a little too scattered at the time.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it just.
We kind of and it's nothing against those two guys.
Still love them to death.
Yeah, they're both doing great things now.
Sure.
So that's good to hear from them. Jonathan's doing Obsidian Shrine, and Rodney's got Cave Dust going.
Yeah.
So
Excellent.
Oh yeah.
So everybody's still all good blood there.
We're playing a huge festival at the Obsidian Shrine, and I'm really pumped about it.
Yeah, it's a full-on black metal festival, and we're the standalone
Not black metal.
We have a blackened part, and that's about it. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do my vocals a little different.
Yeah, just streak a little bit more. So you guys currently have a 4-track demo EP recorded, right? If you want to call it such.
That was recorded in our practice space with 2 microphones on GarageBand.
Yes.
Very raw.
Yes.
Very raw.
Literally, we took the cabs, the guitar and bass cabs, kind of made a V, had the drums over here, so the drums, the cabs, put one busted-ass microphone in the middle, gave him another, and just kind of
went with it. Yeah. So that's it's up online for people to stream and listen to, right? Is it? Can people purchase this, or is it?
Yeah, if people want to.
Yeah. So
all the songs that are on that are going to be available on the album in an actual decent recording.
Very cool.
Slightly changed. We've changed things since then, so there'll be a little
fine-tuned it a little bit or whatever. Cool. So I had a question about one of the songs on the 4-track demo, which is called Prisoner 8612.
I'll let him take this.
So tell us a bit about what means?
So it's there's back in, I want to say it was like the 80s or 70s or something like that. I'm blanking. I think it's 70s. Yeah. At Stanford University, they did an experiment where they pretty much turned the bottom floor of one of the buildings into a prison.
Right.
And they basically did coin flips, and people either became like students, actual like students at the university.
Either that or just participants.
They were all students.
Listen to the man now. He's telling the story.
He wins.
They basically did coin flips, and you're a guard or you're a prisoner.
Okay.
And it was meant to kind of accomplish two things. It was meant to accomplish, it was meant to tell the nature of man when given, it's kind of the absolute power corrupts absolutely. And then it was also kind of meant to point out that, like, hey, our prison system is really flawed. So I think that experiment, while admittedly cruel, and what ended up happening to these people was unsightly. I mean, we're talking within a week. I think it was like less than a week. People forgot their own names. They were like remembered just their number. People went absolutely crazy, like self-inflicted wounds on themselves, like, and then like the guard staff became extremely abusive. And these are like just average college students that were just given this power. And I saw the movie that was based on it first, and then I got very like borderline obsessed with it, and just kept delving deeper and deeper and finding like the actual like manuscripts and everything.
Then the documentary.
Yeah, and there was a couple documentaries that I watched on it. It's a really interesting thing if you ever get to really look into it. And then just kind of decided to put kind of the ideas that were presented in that experiment into a song. The prisoner that kind of was the standout was Prisoner 8612. The song's kind of written from his perspective.
Very cool. That's interesting. Your upcoming release, you have the demo out now. You got a new album. It's actually a full studio album. You got a full album.
It's going to be clocking in around 30 minutes. So.
All right, and it's called Only a Light Remains. It's being released through, I guess it's Wooden Stone Productions, right?
No, they gave us Battle Path and Laser Flames.
Yes.
Yeah.
A couple other really awesome things.
Yeah. They just seemed like a natural idea to partner with. So.
Terrific. Now, how long have you guys been, working on the new album?
About 2 years. Like I said, I mean, the first song of that album, and it's a song that you'll find on the demo as well as the first song we ever wrote, is Terror Eclipsed. That was the first song we ever wrote as a band. I mean, so those songs have been there for a while.
Yeah, like I said, you get the four that you know already from the EP and everything.
Yeah.
And then a few new ones.
Yeah, a couple of new ones.
So it's almost like a re-release of the demos plus some new songs. Well, I wouldn't say re-release, but everything's kind of refined.
It was kind of we're kind of ready to move on and like write some new stuff. So we just kind of wanted to. We even talked about adding more songs. We're like, no, we want those to be a part of something new. We kind of are taking a little bit of a new direction going forward, so we just kind of wanted to get these things out that kind of have a coherent feel to them.
Give them justice, because with what we recorded in the demos, they're really rough, and I think with the way that they were recorded and the way that Austin Dunlap from Phobos and Phil from Full Sonic Gestalt Studios, I feel like partnered with them and the way that we've changed, we were able to really give them a new life and do them a justice, not just a busted microphone.
Right, gotcha. Any memorable moments during the process of recording the album that you want?
The two guest spots that we have.
The two guest spots were very fun.
Yeah, for sure.
One of them will be on the single that is coming out. and we're not going to officially announce that yet. The single should be coming out very soon, though. I mean, it's within the next week or two, probably.
Yeah. Probably,
very cool.
Maybe by the time you guys see that, see this interview, it might be out already. So.
Yeah. And then memorable spots of having to go back.
Re-recording vocals.
Yeah, I had a very bad day the first day we went in.
You heard that later on. You're like, no, we got to redo this.
I'm like, I have to go redo this. I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
They drink some more tea or something. Or,
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. I had to get angrier.
Gotcha.
I think I was in too good of a mood that day. I think that's what the problem was.
Really?
Yeah.
So that has a pretty big effect on the music writing and performing processes.
Yeah,
Definitely where you're-
our music is very angry. In fact, before a lot of our shows, even you'll see me like punching myself in the head and like
Really?
stupid stuff, just because
Yeah.
like I don't feel our music is presented well. It's presented in a positive light whatsoever.
Yeah. That's great. I think that's really awesome that you absorb that sort of. It's not just music. It's kind of like it's this whole experience.
Yeah.
You know.
At least for us it is. You know, it's.
Well, you bring a show and that's how it's
We like
supposed to be conveyed.
Jody and I use this terminology a lot. We're products of the Dillinger escape plan. You know?
Oh wow.
That's where we learn stage presence. Was from Dillinger.
And they have a stage presence like I have not
While
seen
we're
in
not
too
saying
many
that
bands.
we
We're
are
not
as
on
good.
that level
We're not
yet.
on that level.
Right.
Yeah, I need to get way more ripped before we get to that level.
Talking about some album releases for 2017, what are some album highlights for you guys, maybe individually or collectively, that would be worth noting?
First and foremost, I'm gonna have to take this one, and that's Full of Hell.
Yeah, they're new album, Trumpeting Ecstasy.
Yeah.
I think we're going to I think that album is going to kind of dictate where grindcore goes from here. I think that this is like a benchmark, and it's like, hey y'all, reach this point.
Well, here we are now.
Like, here's
See
where
you
we
there.
are.
Yeah.
Catch up or get left behind.
Right.
For sure.
Like the ability to integrate new ideas and genres, and I mean even like going so far as to have like pretty much a full-on industrial track on there, which we're not too shy from ourselves. Is kind of groundbreaking, and I'm really excited to see where they go from here. Plus those guys have been nothing but really kind to us.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Spencer, Dylan, and all of them. We love them. They're great people. So.
Oh yeah.
And then sticking the same grind vein, and also friendly folks. The new Piston EP is
Piston, yeah.
which Nashvilleian just joined Piston, so
Oh, right on.
Nick
Hometown.
Groskop just joined.
Oh, okay.
Formerly of Opinion.
Yeah.
Great dude.
And then I've been listening to like a lot less metal, like the new Bonobo EP. It's like electronic, spacey stuff.
Cool.
Thundercat's drunk. Thundercat always brings us.
Thundercat, yeah.
Thundercat is just, he's on a different plane from the rest of us. What else have I been listening to a lot?
For me, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this one, and probably from everyone who sees this. John Mayer's newest album. I'm
Really?
a John Mayer fan, yeah.
Yeah?
As much as it shames everyone I know.
You're like, we're just gonna leave that part out of it.
Yeah, you can edit that one out.
That's cool though. It's very diverse.
Yeah.
A lot of diversity.
I have been listening to a lot of the new two Chelsea Wolf singles that have been coming out. Are just like, I can't get them out of my head. They're like intoxicating.
I have to give an obvious shout out to Kung Fu Kenny. Little Kendrick Lamar with a
Oh yeah.
damn good record.
Yeah.
The new Worm EP that they're coming out that's like produced and engineered by, not produced, but engineered and mixed, I believe, by Kurt Malone. That's huge.
AKA God.
Yeah.
City.
It's a street name.
Speaking of Kurt, the Converge, naturally.
Oh yeah.
The two-song
No, that was last year. I was gonna say Seven Sisters of Sleep, but that was last year. I think that covers most of.
Yeah.
A lot of little bit of everything going on here. Yeah.
Me and That Man, the Nerdall's country album.
Yeah.
I have been loving that.
I was really surprised with that when I heard it. That was like blew my mind.
Yeah.
Going from like the Satanist to
It's just like that's like, but like that's like my like I love like old school like country stuff. Like
Yes.
obviously Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson. Even getting into like more like darker and obscure stuff like like Lightning Hopkins. Well, he's more blues. But getting into like all that stuff, and he's just bringing that sound back makes me really happy.
Awesome. People that haven't seen you guys play, I've seen you guys play a couple times at least, and it's always a pretty extreme experience. You guys really get into it. It's a very extreme environment. What about some intense? What's the most intense thing that you would say you've either seen or done yourself at one of your shows?
Two of them both involve me getting injured.
Yeah. So the first one was in Evansville, Indiana.
The first night of our tour.
The very first night of our tour was packed. We were at a place called PG's, which is about as big as this glass.
Right.
That was with Piston, who we mentioned earlier.
And the crowd, they were just going crazy. And there were just so many just punches and kicks and injuries.
Oh, wow.
That night. Like,
I had bruises like going down my like left side, like on my back, on my like arm in here, like.
So were you just like out in? Was like the setup? Were you like out in the
that's how I usually
room or whatever kind of thing?
I mean, it was all like I think the whole venue is about the size of like this room right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like it's a tiny little place.
it was hard to finish like the next night. The rest of the tour were all just so beat up from the first night. It just got a little rough.
Yeah, I mean, I was like trying to sleep, and I'm like, okay, I can't lay on this side. I finally found like a position in someone this character where I was able to sleep.
And then
Murfreesboro this year.
Yeah, that
was a lot of fun.
Tell about the neck injury.
Someone who will remain unnamed.
You know who you are if you're watching. Probably watching.
Your first name is a color.
Technically, it's a shade. Landed on my neck, and it was basically pinched a nerve and compressed two vertebrae because it basically like buckled my neck like that.
Oh wow.
And I was in a neck brace up until our like next show.
Yeah, it was like perfect timing. It was like
it was like
neck brace show.
I came out of the neck brace like 2 days before like the next show that we played, which was quite some time after.
Yeah.
But those are two of the most memorable ones. It usually just involves me being a dumbass and getting injured.
Yeah, or me sometimes not being totally sober and slightly falling. I'm not proud of those moments, but I've fallen off the stage.
One of them is in an audio recording, and you can actually hear him fall.
Falling?
Because you just hear the guitar go.
And that was Isaiah busting his ass.
Yeah.
That was this Memento Mori.
That was
It was because it was one that Mike recorded.
Yep, there's Memento Mori, and then one in Knoxville. Actually, Knoxville, I just lost my footing. I wasn't drunk, I just lost my footing.
Yeah.
I forgot where you were. And
Yeah, just totally ate.
That was a really
off the
cool,
stage.
that was a really cool show, actually. That one was a really memorable one. So, going back to that. But, yeah.
terrific.
Yeah.
That's intense. So I got some comparison questions for you guys. These are just for fun.
Okay.
First one being pizza or barbecue?
Barbecue.
Pizza.
We are in the South, sir.
What about barbecue on pizza?
Barbecue, if done right.
I'm like Jody. He's
rolled
like,
that out
he's
entirely.
just shut up, he said.
A few places have done it right. People like Little Caesars, no.
Yeah.
That was a mess.
Yeah, we're talking like we gotta have some like really decent pizza and some good pulled pork.
I mean, granted, there's like really good pizza, like if we're in New York or something like that, like, or even like I'm not partisan. Like I like both. Like I'll go New York or Chicago, but
Sure.
New York.
Well, one does. Yeah, I mean, I'm from New York, so I'm a bit biased when it comes to that.
Yeah. I'm gonna be in New York this year, and I'm gonna be consuming an unholy amount of pizza.
Oh yeah, you better. You better.
There's no other way to do it.
Also, I haven't been able to find buffalo burgers anywhere else, and you can get buffalo burgers at this one burger joint in New York, and I specifically like wrote down the address and everything.
Yeah, you gotta have it. Gotta have it. Another comparison questions. This is a beer related question: stouts or IPAs?
IPAs.
It's like, I don't know. It's like one says one thing, the other one says another.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So you like to eat your beer,
I like it. You know,
and you like to drink shit. No, I'm just kidding.
You're pretty on point. You're pretty on point.
I'm more of a stout guy myself. I actually had a IPA here tonight, which is different. So
You know, when you hold your glass up to the light and it looks like motor oil, just
yeah, you can't. Yeah, this just
can't resist that. It's just sexy.
it does.
Don't get me wrong, I do like that, but my favorite beer is an IPA, so
Gotcha. All right, so here's one that's music related.
Okay.
Got two songs released within a year of each other, back in their grind. Okay, so we got Napalm Death, Unchallenged Hate, which was released in 1987, or Carcass's Feast on Dismembered Carnage, which was released in 1988.
Also solid. For me, I have to go Napalm. Napalm is one of my favorite bands.
yeah. Having seen that song performed live by Napalm Death was one of the most memorable experiences that I ever had. I saw Napalm Death. It was a weird show. It was Napalm Death and the Melvins and Mel Banana.
I remember that one. That was like a year or so ago.
Really
That was
weird.
really
It was a
weird.
really weird lineup.
Like talk about
man,
expanding your fan base.
Yeah, right. Like, wow. But luckily, I'm like all three of those bands are like in my like top 25.
Oh, so you were set.
I was like,
Yeah, he was in love.
I was probably the happiest person in that venue that day.
I didn't hear the end of it for like a month.
He called you up like at
It's
3
like, hey,
yeah,
hey
remember
man, I
that?
wrote this really cool riff. You want to hear it? Yeah, but let me tell you about this Melt Banana show, right?
Yeah, I was probably the only person that was happy during every set. Like, you could definitely see people like enter and then leave. And
Yeah,
there was like
you
a
were there
different-
the whole time.
But yeah, I'd probably have to go Napalm on that one.
So that's Napalm
That's
for
the
the
first time we've
win.
agreed.
Yeah.
Napalm for the win. How about that? 1 out of 3.
This is also how we write songs. We disagree on like 5 things and then like one thing.
That will stay.
Okay, that's the riff that stays. Next 5 riffs. Come on, let's go.
That's epic. I got to agree with you guys on the Napalm Death though. So out of those 2 songs, I'd say that I would definitely say that Napalm would win on that one. That's all the questions I have for you guys. But I do want to give you the opportunity to talk a little bit about some upcoming shows. I know you've got some pretty big ones coming up.
Yeah, starting off this week, we're playing with a New Jersey grind band.
They're excellent,
Yeah,
excellent
they're
band.
amazing. They actually just announced they're going to be on this next year's Maryland Death Fest.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so really excited for them. And then after that is Today is the Day.
Yeah, we're playing with Today is the Day and Look What I Did.
Which, if you don't know, Today is the Day is the band that formed Mastodon.
Yeah. that's-
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
Bill Kelleher and Braun used to be in that band, but Today's the Day has been a band I've been listening to since like middle school. So like,
Yeah, like-
that's like a huge.
You guys are playing with them in
Yeah,
Nashville.
that's like
Yeah.
that's a huge
At the
thing.
end.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Steve Austin is a huge influence on me, so like that's like a
It's
really.
also the 20th anniversary of their album Temple of the Morning Star.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is,
Okay.
anyone who knows sludge, that's like a really
Yeah, that's a staple right there.
Even like dabbling into like avant-garde and mathcore and stuff like that.
Right.
It's an interesting record to say at the very least.
And
Then after that, I think we're playing with Crowbar
Yeah.
in Huntsville with quite a few.
I want to say you guys are playing with is Valbara one of the bands on that
Yeah, I
lineup?
want to say they are. Valbara and then Firewater Revival. is playing.
Yeah, Firewater Revival, which are some great
there's
bands.
another one that I just can't think of right now. I know there's like a
I
Yeah.
feel bad.
it's like a
It's
5
Crowbar though,
It's-
so
yeah, it's
yeah,
Crowbar.
that's intense.
Yeah.
We're actually featuring for people that might be watching this later on this current week. Well, you guys, Valbara from Alabama, they're our featured band of the week. So it's cool to get a little plug on here with you guys to play this show with them. And of course, we've seen Firewater Revival before
them a
here in
couple times,
Tennessee,
yeah.
and they're fun times, man. It's
Yeah, for sure.
a great show.
And then after that, Communion of Darkness right after that.
That's that
a
black metal fest where we're out of place as hell, but we'll be in Spartanburg, South Carolina.
I think we're doing a little
Nice.
run around that.
Trying to. And I'm sure, I mean, all these shows that you guys are playing have event pages or whatever on the Book of Faces Facebook sites. So what we're going to do for you guys is when the video is published, anybody that's watching this right now, just check out the description for the video for all the links to this to Bled to Submission's upcoming shows. So we're gonna list all of those for the, I guess, what's at least out there that we know is going to be going on. So yeah.
We've got some other things in the works that I think you guys are gonna really like.
For sure.
One other thing too, I wanted to mention, we did talk about Only a Light Remains is being released through Wood and Stone Productions. What's the release date? Do you know yet?
Our release date is October 13th. October 13th is our release date.
So it's actually the same date as the Communist Darkness Fest.
Oh, right on.
So, yeah,
so you got a little sort of like album release
a little bit.
celebration.
It wasn't planned that way,
but it works out.
Then we'll probably be coming back and playing a show in Nashville, probably to like really, it's like the official album release show. I have a bunch of local buddies on that one, and then we'll probably head up to our new second home in Evansville, either the week after, somewhere around there.
Yeah, it was still a little bit in the planning stage, but
fantastic, man. I'm really happy for you guys. Keep up the great work. Thank you again so much for taking the time and talking with us today here. So once again, everybody, check out Bled to Submission. We've been joined with Jody on the hat. And well, the one hat on the you guys are looking at this to be that guy, and then Isaiah in the red shirt. We are missing a couple band members, but big shout outs to Brian and Harrison who couldn't make it with you guys here tonight. We love you guys. Looking forward to seeing what Bled to Submission has for us also. Thank you guys once again. You have a wonderful night.